late teens, early 20s, I had a lot of that, and it was difficult to get a grip on it. Kind of got out of control, so I had to put a stop to it after I think it was New Year's when I was 22 or 23. I had like a woke up, I didn't know where I was. I had flashbacks of like wandering around these snowbanks in New Hampshire, and like I could have died that night if I had not somehow found my way into somebody else's home. I could have frozen to death in a snowbank pretty easily. So
That's crazy.
after that, I realized like, okay, I'm gonna put a stop to this, and I don't go out. Like, and it didn't. I didn't actually successfully put a stop to it that day. When I moved out here when I was 25, 10 years ago, I was still very depressed and having suicidal thoughts and alcohol. I had like one more experience on like Halloween sometime with my brother's friends, and had a similar experience where it's like had way too much too fast and just like, essentially blacked out, and was in a terrible state the next day. And that's when I really truly put a stop to it, was after that, because it was another sort of near death experience where I was just like knew that I could no longer do that. It was just like I have to put my foot down. I'm on this rock bottom. I'm in this rock bottom place, and I have to use the rock bottom to push up and get myself into better state of being and quality of life. So that's when I really got on a mission to learn as much as I could about how to live a good life and how to be healthy and how to elevate my vitality. And that sort of began a journey to get me to where I am today, and where I will continue to go. But alcohol, I think it can be nice in small amounts on social occasions, but it's definitely abused by a lot of people, and maybe they get trapped in that.
So you were depressed when you were younger, and you sort of like had to like climb your way out of that. Is that story?
Yeah, I was definitely had a lot of depression and anxiety when I was younger, and then sort of like had ups and downs, and then eventually I sort of figured out how to be more buoyant. But that took a long time. Took a lot of learning and experiencing to get there. It's something that a ton of people struggle with, and they have no tools to deal with it. And it's really sad that the default option is just like take these pills, and then if you have side effects, take more pills. And a lot of people get stuck in that because it's certainly not a solution. Like, you're not depressed because you have a deficiency in pharmaceuticals.
You're right about that. You're right about that. What's crazy? Here's a fun fact about the SSRIs and all those pills for depression and anxiety. They say it's like they don't test your levels of serotonin. They don't test that. Like, you don't get a test. It's just an observation. But then like they give you something that changes your chemistry. They're not testing your chemistry before they give you those pills. Like, that's something that I found out, and it's like that's even crazier to think about. Like, we're prescribing something that changes the body, but you're not actually measuring the body as to what it needs. It's sort of just like this like blind dart game. Like, all right, let's try this amount. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. It's like, and then you just gotta find the one that works. And it's like, this is not the way. Like, how can anyone think that this is the way?
Because there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're totally right.